All right. Hey, y'all. It's Sunday morning. Um, I'm actually just getting out of bed and just wanted to come in. I had a message. So, people don't want to know your story. They don't want to know the real story. They don't want to know the story to the glory. They only want to see the glory. They don't want to know what it takes to get somewhere, how hard you have to fight to get somewhere. Um, Not understanding that you're moving in integrity, you're moving in morally, you're moving spiritually, you're moving righteously. And people don't give a fuck about that. They don't care about you being a good person and the good things you're doing. Most people don't care. You know what most people care about? They care about the gossip and the negativity and the bullshit. That they can have something to talk about. Okay? um, Realizing that there are people who are competing with you and they have all of the resources. There are people who are competing with you and they have all the resources. So how are you in competition with someone when you have the resources? And someone who's scraping up change. I'm talking about scraping up pennies, nickels, quarters, dimes. I'm talking about scraping it up to make something happen. And they have to deal with people who literally have the resources at hand, who in turn sees that the person who's scraping up change to make something happen is their competition. I bought it to y'all real this morning because I wasn't finna get dressed up to come here and have a real conversation. There are some people who are really intimidated by who you are. There are people who are intimidated by your light. There are people who are intimidated by your candor. There are people who are intimidated by your spirit, by your energy, by your very fucking presence alone. There are people who are intimidated by that. And they know exactly who they are when they see you. They know exactly who they are when they see you. So this was a very interesting message because this is dancing on my head this morning and I couldn't shake it off. And I was like, I got to share it with other people. There are people who don't want to know the real story. They don't care about the real story. They don't give a damn about the real story. They don't care. They don't care about the bloody noses and the tears and the broken bones. They don't care. They don't care about the long nights of prayers. They don't fucking care. Okay? They care about what they are perceiving to be true. They care about what they perceive to be true, and they are not even standing close to you to see what's real. They see posts and take that shit at face value, but until you sit with someone and get to know them for real, you're doing yourself a disservice. Because if you're seeing someone who you think is your competition, in reality, you are not that person's competition. You know why you're not that person's competition? It's because that person's not moving the same way you move. They're not talking the same way you talk. They're not walking the same way you walk. There are people who suffer to be who they are. There are people who go through pain and heartache in shadows and in silence, in secret, to be who they are. Meanwhile, there are imposters who are moving around in daylight to be who the people are in silence. All because they think that they are the competition to the person who's moving with integrity. So this message is to people who are moving with integrity, who are moving with moral, who are moving in secret, who are moving in silence. We cry tears in the safety of our homes. We'll continue to fight to be the best version of ourselves to the outdated version. To the people who are competing with those people, go get a real fucking life. Go get a real life. You would never be those people. You would never be the person that you're competing with. And you have the resources. You would never be the people that you're competing with. Don't have to even explain how or why you will not be. It's just what it is. Y'all wake up and look around. Understand that there are people who really see you as a threat and a competition to them when you're no threat to no one at all. When you're no competition to no one at all. You're just trying to do what you want to do. And I use that try word because we do try to be the better version of who we are and encounter counterfeits who are working 10 times as hard to be something genuine. Because there are some counterfeit people working 10 times as hard to be genuine and wouldn't even know what genuine was or is. Thank y'all for joining me for this real moment today. Okay? Y'all be cool, y'all be well, y'all be blessed.